What's up, everyone? This is Hemi from Ashcom Airsoft. Going to do a real quick tech video on a couple topics for the WE M&P. One with the hop-up adjustment not working correctly stock, and the a new tight bore barrel swap. So first thing I'm going to do in this video is do a chrono with stock out of the box. It's going to be about 290 plus or minus 5 or so. Plenty of videos on how to strip the weapon. Not going to go into too much detail on how to release the slide and all that stuff. As you can see, it's pretty simple. Remove the return spring, remove the outer and inner barrel assembly, hop-up assembly. Slide out the inner barrel and disassemble the hop-up assembly by removing these two screws here, Phillips. Split the hop-up casing. Make sure to pay attention to the parts when you do that, so you can picture how they go back together. First thing that you're going to see is the hop-up adjustment dial. Remove that, and then you have the bucking plunger. Thanks to Booby at M4H, he came up with the idea on how to fix the problem of the dial not working. You need to shave that area down to make room for the dial. It was designed incorrectly. There's not enough tolerance between all of the pieces put together for it to spin correctly. Also, what I found with our M&P, that little lip right there around that pin is causing pressure against that dial as well. So on this M&P, I had to shave down the inner bore of the dial to allow some clearance around that lip, around that nipple there. And there you see the groove where it was pressing up against. So I'm just going to use a beveled bit on my Dremel. Doesn't take anything major, dramatic. You know, it's a plastic piece. Be delicate with it. I'm just going to shave down just a little bit, just enough. You know, you can always put it together, test it. If it's not enough, you can do more. It's always better to check twice and cut once type of thing, you know. You want to take a file, clean up all the burrs, make sure everything's smooth. Make sure nothing's going to cause any interference with the tolerance on it. Check the fit, make sure nothing is causing any problems at this point. And now we're going to also install a new 601 type bore barrel while we have the pistol opened up. Install the hop-up bucking. I installed the Gen 1 Reaps bucking couldn't get my hands on a Gen 2. Everybody was sold out, so I'm putting a Gen 1 in just for the video's sake. Reassemble the components after modifying them. Install the barrel correctly. Now I had to go through and clean up some of that stock paint that was on the inside of the hop-up casing. It was causing a little bit of interference with the dial and with the flange seal surface between the two casings. Once that's together, make sure your bucking is seated all the way in around the sill there. You don't want anything irregularly shaped that will cause an issue. Reinstall your two Phillips screws. My next step was to remove the paint on the outside of the hop-up casing. With the new barrel installed, there wasn't enough clearance for it to slide freely in there, so you can see where the paint was removed. Reinstall your inner and outer barrel hop-up assembly. Reinstall your return spring. Make sure that it's clicked in exactly where it needs to be. There's a little notch on there that is pretty self-explanatory. Slide it back together, and there you go. You now have a adjusted hop-up and a new barrel. Let's check FPS. I did not see an increase in FPS with the new 601 type bore barrel or the Reaps bucking. It came out a few under, which could have been just not pumping the mag up as much. So this is Hemi from Ashcom. Again, thanks to Booby M4H for the hop-up tech tip. Check out his video. We'll see you guys next time.